My name is Mr. Grow, and I'm the faculty advisor for the Esperanza Academy chapter of the National Honor Society. It's my pleasure to thank you for joining us tonight, or whenever you're watching, for our first virtual EA NHS induction ceremony. I'd actually like to start by just giving some thanks and giving props where they are due. So our MC tonight is Dinah Peralta. She is our chapter president. And I would just like to say that this is a student production. So this is student hosted, student produced. Our editor is Miss Alicia Parra. She put hours and hours into this. So thank you, Alicia, for your creative skill and all of your time and effort. Thank you to all the students, our NHS students, NHS members who submitted videos, our faculty who submitted videos, Mr. Calixto for giving our words of encouragement tonight. And most of all, I just want to thank the students that are being inducted tonight, our newest members. Just thank you for your excellence in the 4 characteristics of NHS, which you'll be hearing about tonight. Thank you for that. We're here to honor your excellence. So without further ado, take it away, Dinah.
Good afternoon, parents, students, and staff. My name is Dinah Peralta, and I'm president of the National Honor Society at Esperanza Academy. Quiero comenzar dándoles las bienvenidas a todos los padres que se unen hoy con nosotros virtualmente. Yo muy bien sé que ninguno de nosotros pensábamos en tener que reunirnos de esta manera. Pero hoy todos nosotros estamos aquí para formalmente reconocer a aquellos estudiantes que han sido seleccionados por la facultad de nuestra escuela por su gran éxito, demostrando las 4 características de la Sociedad Nacional de Honores que son erudición, liderazgo, servicio y carácter. Parents, I would like to begin by thanking all of you for taking a moment out of your day to join us as we honor your children today. I know this is not how any of us would have pictured to be doing this ceremony today, but nevertheless, we are here to honor your children for this great accomplishment they have achieved. This year's applications were extremely competitive, so I want to congratulate you all for standing out among so many applicants and welcome these new members who will bring new energy in support of our continuing work as NHS members. Throughout the year, members of our chapter serve as role models for other students in addition to the strong academic records established our eligibility for membership. Our chapter members are leaders in many student organizations, and we serve our school and community through many activities. We are proud of this record of accomplishments and welcome these new members. Now, I would like to introduce Esperanza Academy's Director of Institution, Mr. George Calixto, who will offer his congratulations to our new members.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Jorge Calixto, and I'm the Director of Instruction here at Esperanza Academy Charter School. Congratulations to the new National Honor Society inductees. This is one of the most prestigious awards at Esperanza Academy, and I must say, possibly nationwide. Each member were carefully selected based on your accomplishments thus far. Each of you shared your experiences of leadership, service, scholarship, and character, and you stood out among the many applications submitted. NHS at Esperanza Academy is a unique group of students who exceeds expectations. I repeat, exceeds our expectations. Mahatma Gandhi once said, the best way to find yourself is to lose yourself in service of others. Leadership is built on serving others, and you have an opportunity to not just serve your community at Esperanza Academy, but the community outside of Esperanza. We can't wait to see you grow and continue to grow academically as well as professionally. You have built character over time and will continue to do so with these new experiences. You all stand out among your peers, and we're so proud of you and your accomplishments. Once again, congratulations on your accomplishments and continue to be the leaders that we expect you to be at Esperanza Academy. Welcome to the National Honor Society.
I would like to welcome 4 of our current members to describe the significance of each pillar. We will begin with Triniti Freeman, our chapter vice president, who is going to be speaking on leadership, followed by Ashley Morales, chapter secretary, who will be speaking on scholarship. Next, Lizbeth Rosario, chapter treasurer, representing community service. Last but not least, Raynel Lopez, one of our senior members, representing character.
Leadership should exert a wholesome influence on the school and take an initiative in the classroom, outside the classroom, and in school activities. The real leader strives to aid and to train others in their common goals of success. The price of leadership is sacrifice, the willingness to yield one's personal interest for the interest of others. A real leader has self-confidence to move forward when others hesitate. No matter what power or resources a community, a school, or a nation may have, they are ineffectual without the guidance of a wise leader. Leadership is always needed. Thus, to lead is a meaningful charge to each of our members. Leadership is not a position or a title. It is an example in action.
My office is service. Service can be established in the routine of the day's work when many opportunities arise to help others both at school and in the community. A willingness to work for the benefit of those in need without monetary compensation or public recognition is a quality we seek in our membership and promote for the entire student body. We are committed to volunteering our time and talents to the creation of a better tomorrow. My favorite quote on service is, "Having a sense of urgency is good, but endure to bring an essence of excellence in what you do."
Scholarship denotes a commitment to learning. A student is willing to spend hours in reading and studying, knowing the lasting benefits of a cultivated mind. We should continue to learn even when formal education has ended, for human education ends only with the ends of life, which leads to the highest success, and it can be acquired in only one way: through diligence and effort. Learning furnishes the lamp by which we read the past, the torch guiding us to understand the present, and the light that illuminates the future. Candidates have the charge to continually expand their world through the opportunities inherent in scholarship. Finishing up with a quote, "Scholarship is to be created not by compulsion, but by awakening a pure interest in knowledge," by Ralph Waldo Emerson.
Character, the force within the individual that distinguishes each person from others. It creates for each of us our individuality, our goodness. It is that without which no one can respect oneself, nor hope to attain the respect of others. It is this force of character that guides one through life, and once developed, grows steadily within. Character is achieved and not received. It is the product of constant thought and action, the daily striving to make the right choice. The problem of character is the problem of self-control. We must be in reality what we wish to appear to others, to be rather than to seem. By demonstrating such qualities as respect, responsibility, trustworthiness, fairness, caring, and citizenship, we may hope to prove by example that we value character. And so, I leave you with this quote, "Se parvis magna," from Sir Francis Drake, a Latin term roughly translated to greatness from small beginnings, because greatness starts here.
Our school's chapter has a tradition in which teachers write speeches introducing individual students, highlighting their qualities and welcome them into the National Honor Society.
Introduce Ms. Oshoko, who will be presenting Angie Duran.
Good afternoon. It is my privilege and honor to present one of the new inductees into the National Honor Society. One of the things I want to say first, before I tell you who it is that I'm presenting, is a quote from Lewis Howes on greatness. And what he says is this, that greatness is a lot of small things done well every day. And when I tell you who it is that I'm presenting, this is absolutely positively what this young lady does. I'm happy to present to you Angie Duran. I have Angie in my biology class first thing in the morning, and Angie reports every day. She comes on time. She does her work. She does not complain. And, right now we are all in quarantine. We're in COVID. The students had to get used to, all new, methodologies, all new things to do and ways to learn. And Angie has adapted. She's adapted with such a positive attitude. It is just a privilege and honor to have her in biology class in the morning. I know it's not easy, but Angie, you are destined for greatness. How do I know that? Well, first of all, because of what you do. You have habits that are excellent. You turn your assignments in, you're very pleasant, and it is just a honor and a privilege to serve you as your teacher. Angie, I want to tell you something that sometimes in life things are hard, even when you get older, even when COVID is over. But because you have, without a doubt, just adapted to the changes, adapted to the hard, and you have always given me your best for that day. And for this reason, you absolutely deserve to be a member of the National Honor Society. Congratulations, Angie, and I wish you nothing but the best of luck as you move forward.
I would like to introduce Heinemann, who will be representing for Maciel Hernandez.
Good evening, Miss Heinemann here. Silence and smile are two powerful tools. Smile is the way to solve many problems, and silence is the way to avoid many problems. This young lady has mastered both of these tools. I met her during her freshman year, and fortunately, I had face-to-face classes with her prior to the pandemic striking because Zoom does not do this young lady sparkle any justice. Her smile lights up a room, and her diligence in her work only strengthens her academic presence. She is able to laugh with her peers, even when she is stressed out and dealing with her sometimes comical lab partners. She is always polite and compassionate. She is concerned about her fellow students and about her family, and does not hesitate to hide that concern. She embodies the principles of the National Honor Society, and I am so proud of the wonderful young lady that she has become. It gives me great pleasure to welcome Maciel Hernandez into the National Honor Society. Love you, Maciel, and I miss you so much. I wish you would have taken AP Bio. Have a wonderful evening, and again, congratulations.
I would now like to introduce Ms. Heinemann, who's gonna be presenting Alexander Nhs Peralta.
Oh, good evening. I'm Miss Heinemann. I'm afraid you've caught me in the middle of my favorite new pastime. I'm playing a game of Sudoku. Whether you're interested in testing your brain power, or just simply want something to pass the time, Sudoku has become a staple of many people's routines over the years. For those who aren't familiar with Sudoku, each puzzle has a grid of 81 squares, divided into 9 blocks of 9 squares each. Some squares have a figure, others are left blank. Your goal is to fill in the grid so that each row and column and each smaller 3x3 grid all have the numbers 1 through 9 in them. Sudoku is a shortened version of the Japanese expression which means, translated to English, the digits are limited to one occurrence. For those of you who don't know this National Honor Society recipient, he is much like the game of Sudoku. This student is a thinker who is as complex as he is simple. His sense of humor never wavers, even during extremely difficult times, and his odd fascination with cats make him as unique as each Sudoku puzzle ever made. His dedication and perseverance make him a deserving candidate for acceptance into the National Honor Society. It is my distinct pleasure to welcome Alexander Nhs Peralta into the National Honor Society. Congratulations, Alex, and thank you for teaching me how to play Sudoku.
Hi, I'm presenting Leslie-Anne, I'm sorry if I said it wrong, Guzman, presented by Miss Nieves.
Last year was my first year as a teacher in Nueva Esperanza Academy Charter School. I had to admit I was very nervous about that, But when I saw my students, I knew I was going to be fine. My classroom was full of amazing and creative students, but one young lady stood out from the rest. She was passionate, highly motivated, always came prepared to learn, and was eager to participate at any moment. Her hard work, focus, and discipline are some of the qualities that she brought to my classroom. Today, I have the honor to introduce Leslian Terrero Germán to the National Honor Society. Leslian, your commitment and excellence are some of the aspects of why you belong here in the National Honor Society. I'm so proud of you, and I was lucky to have you in my classroom during my first year. So, as I mentioned, I was very nervous about that year because I moved from Puerto Rico to Pennsylvania and I did not know what to expect from the students here. So, having a partner in my classroom that has my back when I was nervous, or helping other students see the value in my classroom, was instrumental to my success. Thank you so much. Thank you for your kind words and your support. Thank you for allowing me to be part of your journey, a journey I'm sure is full of opportunities and success. Congratulations, Leslian. Te deseo lo mejor siempre. Mucho éxito y felicidades.
At this time, I would like to introduce Mr. Shoko, who will be presenting for Yendibel Ventura Lopez.
Good evening. It is my pleasure to speak on behalf of Yendibel Ventura Lopez for her induction into the National Honor Society at Esperanza Academy Charter High School. Yendibel is a new member of our Law and Criminal Justice elective. I'm very excited to have her as a member of our program, and I am truly honored to speak on her behalf this evening. One of the real challenges for both parents and teachers alike can be instilling in our young people an understanding that our today is such an important foundation for our tomorrow. That what happens in a classroom now can open up so many doors of opportunity in our future. Yendibel is a young person who understands that. One needs only to look at her performance in high school so far to see that she truly understands that she is now preparing for her future. When a young person is able to grasp this concept, they are not only to be commended, they are to be celebrated as well. When the U.S. Constitution was ratified, Benjamin Franklin famously spoke of a rising sun. Yendibel and other students like her, they are now our rising sun. And we should look forward with celebration to all the great things that they are going to do in their future. Congratulations, Yendibel. Your honor is well deserved.
Hello, I would like to introduce Miss Conklin, who will be presenting Noeli Bustamante.
When I think of Noeli Bustamante, I see one particular moment in my mind. That moment is from her freshman year, when Noeli is leading her group in a debate about Harper Lee's To Kill a Mockingbird. Noeli takes the stand to argue, and she just keeps going, thoroughly proving her point beyond any hope of a counter-argument. Her opponent's faces go from impressed to alarmed to resigned, but respectful. Noeli's cogent argument shut down any possibility of a rebuttal. She won the point because she had led her team to research and plan and prepare. As they worked, she was humble enough to listen to everyone's input, but confident in herself enough to know when she needed to step in, whether it was in analyzing a source or making an argument in the actual debate. She pushed everyone to excellence, not just herself, and she made her group more invested. She made them care about the argument and about proving it well. And that is truly what a strong leader does, elevates those around them, not just themselves. Anyone with a strong enough personality can just force others to listen to them and maybe even to do what they say. But people listen to Noeli because they trust her vision, because they know that she is incredibly smart and responsible, and they want to listen to her. I see it every day in my AP literature class. People want to know what she thinks, what she sees. This kind of power is so rare in people, let alone high school students. Noeli, You are not only a young woman with incredibly multifaceted talents from literature to science to art, but you are a role model for all the young women in our school who might struggle to use their voices and step up and be leaders. I know that you will continue lifting others up through your example as the years go on and you transition to college and beyond. The future will be full of new problems for your generation to solve, and leaders like you who do the work to understand the problem, consider creative and innovative solutions, and inspire trust in everyone around them will appreciably make the world better, like you've made our school better. I am so proud of you and congratulate you on this well-deserved honor.
Antonio de Jesus Quiñones, presented by Mr. Casey.
Hello to everybody watching. My name is Mr. Casey and I teach math here at Esperanza Academy. When I sat down the other day to think about what I would say on behalf of this new NHS member, these were some of the first thoughts that came to mind. In today's world, people can mistakenly think that a leader is the loudest person in the room, the person who commands everyone's attention and kind of tells everybody what to do. But in reality, when I think of effective leaders, I think of the people who just kind of do their own thing and other people just naturally follow them. These leaders brighten up a room, catching other people's attention, and these leaders know how to guide and correct and collaborate with others, all without putting other people down. Any teacher who has spent any time with Antonio de Jesus Quiñones, or as I call him, DQ, knows that Antonio is one of the shiniest students you will ever meet. His passion for learning is contagious. People follow what Antonio does, whether he knows it or not. The joy on his face shines in any room and it catches everyone's attention. His humor and his kindness are a breath of fresh air in the midst of really any stressful environment. Antonio is an incredibly intelligent, hardworking, committed young man. He pushes himself to excel in everything he does, but he does not have a boastful bone in his body. Instead, he naturally assumes the role of a helper, of a guide, of a leader. Organizations like the National Honor Society are truly lucky to have students like you, Antonio. I know that your other teachers will agree. It is an absolute honor to have been your teacher, to be on the front lines watching you grow and mature and actualize into the young man you have become and are still becoming. My hope for you is that you continue to shine and lead and help others as I have always known you to do. We need more people like you in this world. Congratulations on your admittance to NHS, and remember, stay classy, stay kind, and always be authentically you.
I would like to introduce Ms. Quintero, who will be presenting Dioscairi Pichardo.
Hola a todos y todas, felicitaciones a las nuevas y nuevos miembros del National Honor Society. Esta noche queremos celebrar desde la distancia y pues yo tengo el gran honor de presentar a una de ustedes. In autobiography of Red, the poet Anne Carson writes, among the indigenous folk of Tierra del Fuego were the Yamana, which means as a noun people, not animals, or as a verb to live, breathe, be happy, recover from sickness, become sane. Joined as a suffix to the word hand, it denotes friendship. You may ask, how can one single word contain so much of the goodness of the human experience? And yet, we have all come across this unique and rare occurrence when faced not necessarily with a word. We're not all poets or Yamana people after all, but with a single person who embodies so many good qualities that it leaves us in awe. Dioscairi is one of those unique people. She is kind and generous with those around her, insightful and precise in her observations. She's patient and dedicated to her work, and when collaborating with others, she's a considerate and valued leader. I had the pleasure to have Dioscairi as a student for 2 consecutive years, and throughout that time she never ceased to amaze me. Although as a freshman she was initially lacking confidence in her Spanish skills and was not particularly comfortable speaking Spanish, She persisted and worked extremely hard until she was one of the top students in her class. At the end of the year, I was happily surprised when Yoskairi expressed her desire to take AP Spanish language as a sophomore. She had not only overcome the challenge of being in a native speakers class, but she wanted to take on an even more daunting task. As expected, she did fantastic in AP Spanish language, and this year she's among only 10 students taking AP Spanish literature. I'm so proud to introduce Yoskairi to the National Honor Society. Your commitment to academic excellence, your generosity when serving others, and your ability to lead by example are truly remarkable. Felicitaciones, te lo mereces. Este es solo un eslabón en una larga carrera de éxito por venir. Desde la distancia te mando todo mi cariño y mi amor. Te mando un abrazo que espero pronto dártelo en vivo y en directo. Pero hasta ese día recibe todo mi afecto. Felicitaciones.
I would like to introduce Ms. Conklin, who will be presenting for Angeli's Encarnacion.
I am proud to be here today to help recognize Angie. She fulfills NHS's tenets and has since I first met her. I respect her so much as a student of great character and as a person who I know will go on to continue to lead, serve, and excel in her community in her years beyond Esperanza. I remember the very first conversation I ever had with Angie when she was just a freshman in my English class. She was assertive yet respectful, intelligent and well-informed yet curious to learn more, and already determined to be a leader and make a difference in the community and in the world. Even when it is inconvenient, Angie is brave enough to stand up in the face of injustice. As the adage goes, the pen is mightier than the sword. Angie knows that her words, written or spoken, because she is never afraid to speak her mind, have power, that she has power, and she is unafraid to take it. Angie is one of the best students of English that I have ever taught, with a truly gifted ability to analyze and understand complexities. She knows that nothing is black and white, and that there is always more hiding under the surface, both in real life and in literature. She has so much empathy while at the same time maintaining her deeply held convictions, convictions that guide her in her service to her community, both current and future. Her life goal is to become a civil rights lawyer, which showcases her unselfish brilliance. Angie could be anything, but what she wants to use her talents to do is help people. She has already started the hard work of community organizing with her an organization called Girls Justice League, where she now develops curriculum to engage her fellow girls in social justice issues. Angie won't make a difference someday. She is already making a difference. Whether it's in the classroom, where her peers and teachers respect her as a scholar and a leader, or in the various ways she serves her community. Angie, I am privileged to be able to speak for you today, and I'm so proud of the young woman I have watched you grow into. Your future is bright, and I can't wait to see all of the ways you continue to make us proud. Congratulations.
I would like to introduce Ms. Gonzalez, who will be presenting for my dear friend Diana Espandola.
Gonzalez, and I'm one of the chemistry teachers at Esperanza Academy. I'm here to introduce you to one of their NHS new members. It is an honor that I am presenting to you guys Diana Espinola as one of the new members of NHS, the Esperanza chapter. When it comes to the National Honor Society core values, there are two of them that really jumps out in order for me to describe Diana. And one of them is being humble. It is known that humble leaders are respected. And I do see and I do believe that Diana is humble and she is respected by her peers and teachers as well. The other one is being passionate and determined. And if you know Diana, you know that she is very determined. She is very passionate about her academics. And the members of the National Honor Society do have that quality. They are very passionate about their academics and their careers. They are very determined to succeed and do what it takes in order to make their academics pursuit a reality. It is because of this and many more other traits that I'm honored and very glad to introduce you all to Diana Espíndola. She is one of the new members of the NHS Esperanza chapter for the class of 2021. Good luck, and I'm so proud of you. Congratulations.
I would like to introduce Ms. Nowak, who will be presenting for Lisa Hernandez.
When I first met Lisa as her cheerleading coach more than 2 years ago now, I knew that she was someone special. Her work ethic and drive on the cheerleading team were second to none, but even more important was her constant positivity. She had an innate sense of what type of leadership each situation called for. She knew when kind encouragement was needed, when it was really time to work, and when a little bit of levity would help the whole team move forward. This leadership blended perfectly into the classroom when I got the privilege of having Lisa as a student in AP Spanish Literature. For those of you who don't know, this class is the equivalent of a third-year college Spanish class. While the class started out very challenging for pretty much all of the students, they rose to the occasion, especially Lisa, with that same leadership that she showed on the cheer team. She knew when the class needed encouragement. She knew how to put forth the effort necessary to be successful, and again, knew exactly when a moment of humor was called for. No, Lisa, the answer is still not haiku. Because of Lisa's leadership, dedication to hard work and excellence, and her proven desire to help those around her, I am thrilled to introduce her to the National Honor Society. Congratulations, Lisa, and never lose your sunshine.
I would like to introduce Mr. Deegan, who will be presenting for Nhs Hernandez.
In the world of journalism, one sure way to be successful is to constantly keep questioning. Question the status quo, question your peers, question authority figures, and question who, what, where, when, why, and how. Constantly questioning is the best way to become a better journalist. This next inductee is already on that path to becoming one of the best journalists with whom I've ever had the pleasure of working, because Leanne Hernandez never hesitates to question. Whether it's a question about an assignment or a question like, how are you, to check up on me and her fellow classmates, Leanne never hesitates to question. Just earlier this month, she sent me an email on November 4th about the election asking, what happens in December? Do we really not find out who won this month? She is always working to learn more information, becoming a better journalist, a better student, a better lifelong learner. It has been an absolute pleasure of mine to be able to work with Leanne over the last 2 years as her journalism teacher and seeing her grow not only as a writer, but also as a person. I am so proud to play this small part in speaking for her as she is inducted into the National Honor Society. She clearly embodies the organization's 4 virtues of leadership, service, character, and scholarship. I am extremely excited to see the impact that she will leave on Esperanza chapter of NHS, and I'm even more excited to see her take on the world after high school. Congratulations, Leanne.
I would like to introduce Ms. Basner, who will be presenting for Yasmin Ortiz Herrera.
In Shakespeare's Hamlet, Ophelia claims, "We know what we are, but know not what we may be." This embodies the spirit of consistent growth and limitless possibility I have seen in the young woman I am proud to speak for here today. I first met Jasmine Ortiz her sophomore year. She was someone who stuck out to me, and I wondered why she wasn't in honors. Jasmine has a quiet yet obvious maturity that does not separate her from her classmates, but rather invites them to her natural leadership. Jasmine leads with laughter, kindness, and encouragement, making friends wherever she goes, and helping to cultivate an air of family within our classroom. She is always so quick and eager to recognize and celebrate the milestones and successes of those around her. She leads by example, striving for the best, pushing herself further, deeper, and pushing those around her just as hard with encouragement and high expectations. Jasmine is a natural analyzer, curious about what she can find deep between the lines of stories, and eager to share her opinions, always asking, why? Jasmine has met the challenges in her life head on, always seeing the positive. She views problems and challenges as opportunities to learn, to figure things out. As she continued coming to me to see me throughout her academic career, to talk about an assignment or a class, she would never want the problem fixed for her. Rather, she just wanted new tools or ideas that would allow her to solve it. She is no stranger to struggle and adversity, and is thus wise and gracious beyond her years. Her natural proclivities towards hard work and tenacity lead her to discuss those struggles and adversities like they are merely inconveniences, powerless to stop her from achieving, learning, and growing in her power. I know that she will continue to move mountains on her journey to greatness. Congratulations, Jasmine. I am so proud of you.
I would like to introduce Ms. Ramos, who will be presenting for Christian Rodriguez Baez. Congratulations on getting into NHS.
I have had the privilege of knowing Christian Rodriguez Baez for the last 4 years. I first met Christian his 9th grade year in Mr. Casey's after-school tutoring. Mr. Casey called me over. He had a student he really wanted me to meet, and there was Christian. I was so excited. I was so loud and over the top. However, he said, "Miss, you're so loud." Well, now the loud one is Christian. He will be the first one to tell you that he regrets not having started during his freshman year. And while I always wish that he would have started back then, his choice to wait until he was ready to embark and embrace the commitment of both physical, mental, and emotional transformation and all the work that it would require, his ability to discern that it wasn't time yet is one of his best qualities. Sophomore year came and Christian was ready. Both. Dance, academics. He started the dance major. And through the confidence that he gained, working in uncomfortable ways and not having instant success with things, but through his hard work, determination, and perseverance, Christian not only was able to be at the top of the class, but his ability to inspire the rest of his classmates to work harder in class was even more impressive. Christian is a good student with a solid drive to excel, no matter what the situation is in front of him. Christian has always been an extremely caring and compassionate classmate and friend. So many situations where Christian has gone above and beyond to help others, and even to the point of reaching out to adults. He's done it with me, to discuss concerns for his peers who may be going through something. He genuinely cares about others, which is why Christian embodies all of the 4 virtues of the NHS: leadership, service, character, and scholarship. Cristiano, felicidades. Yo sé que esto es algo que tú querías hace tiempo. Y qué bueno. No sabes lo alegre que me pongo al saber que no te quitaste para que veas en el futuro que el que quiere puede. Querer es poder. Recuerda eso siempre. Estamos todos orgullosos de ti.
I would like to introduce Ms. Basner, who will be presenting for Jocelyn Rojas.
Roald Dahl once wrote, "If you have good thoughts, they will shine out of your face like sunbeams, and you will always look lovely." I cannot think of a better description for someone who bears the very presence of sunshine to many she encounters, Jocelyn Rojas. I had the pleasure of teaching Jocelyn her sophomore year. It was immediately clear that she was not only eager to learn, to read, but she was also eager to discuss and share with those around her. Though I taught her in academic English, it was clear that she was always destined to be an honors student deep in her soul, merely needing just one more year to grow fully in the confidence of what was obvious to most who encountered her. She is meticulous and motivated to excellence, and was always quick to email me with screenshots of any grade that was not put in correctly. She always had the receipts. Jocelyn engages deeply with whatever she is experiencing, deeply moved by the human plights of those we read about in our class, weeping along with the characters and posting passages that moved her on her Instagram. She doesn't want to just absorb knowledge. She wants to examine it with her peers, turning it over with them, hearing their thoughts, and delivering hers. She does not shy away from exploring her thoughts with those around her. She boldly shares her ideas with full authenticity and seemingly very little fear, inviting those around her to do the same. She is not only a leader in these discussions, but an inviter, creating an intellectual space that is safe and welcoming and fruitful. Her invitations to smile or to share are hard to reject, even for those who do not know her. I remember a colleague of mine in the English department who did not yet know her, sharing with me how wonderful he thought she was merely from her interactions with himself and others in the hallway. Jocelyn seems to take it upon herself to spread joy to almost everyone she speaks with, almost always successfully eliciting a smile in return. Congratulations, Jocelyn.
Hello, my name is Ereto Los Santos, and I would like to introduce Mr. Riley, who will be presenting Valeria Valentin.
Good evening. It is my pleasure to speak on behalf of Valeria Valentin for her induction into the National Honor Society at Esperanza Academy Charter High School. I've known Valeria for 4 years now, and I know that she is very deserving of this recognition. When we think of the National Honor Society, we automatically think of academic achievement, and this is understandable. It is definitely a large part of the equation, and Valeria definitely excels in the classroom. However, there are more criteria involved. Besides scholarship, there are also the criteria of leadership, service, and character. Not only does Valeria meet these criteria, she is a shining example of each one. Time and again in my classroom, I witnessed Valeria show scholarship, leadership, service, and character, not only for her own benefit, but for the benefit of others as well. The National Honor Society needs people like Valeria Valentin. Esperanza Academy needs people like Valeria Valentin. And most importantly, our world needs people like Valeria Valentin. Valeria, I am very proud of you, and I look forward to your continued success.
I would now like to ask the new inductees to please join me in reciting the pledge. I pledge to uphold the high purposes of the National Honor Society, to which I have been selected. I will be true to the principles for which it stands, and I will maintain and encourage the high standards of scholarship, service, leadership, and character. I would like to thank each and every one of you for joining us and celebrating our new members of the National Honor Society. We are all very proud of each and every one of them for their efforts to showcase their leadership, character, service, and scholarship around our school. Once again, we all would have wished to be able to celebrate our children in person, but keeping everyone safe is our top priority throughout these unprecedented times. Thank you, Mr. Calixto, for the encouraging message. Thank you to all the teachers for their contributions today. I would like to thank our advisor, Mr. Groh, and the members of the Induction Ceremony Committee who all made this video possible.